Hello guys, welcome into another video here on my channel. This is going to be a little bit something different. I'm doing a little tribute video to Scott Bloomquist. I just want to say, for y'all that don't know who I am, my name is Sandy Goddard. My dad is Sanford Goddard. He owned Warrior race cars from 1985 all the way up to 2013, I think it was, till he sold the company off. So we've been involved in racing for years, and of course, you know, my dad and my uncles have raced for years before that. I raced for about 16 years myself, with not a lot of success. I was never great, let me tell you that. But we got to be involved with a lot of the great racers. I've had personal contact like with Dale McDowell, Scott Bloomquist, Jack Boggs, Larry Moore, Tim McCready, Marshall Green, like all these great racers through the years. I've been blessed to be around a lot of great racers through the years. And so I just want to share a couple of stories of Scott when we got to race with him. We raced with him twice, I think it was. I mean, different time periods, I guess you could say, like around the early 90s. I do remember a story about Scott when we built his car back in 1992. He took it to the World 100. And apparently he was pretty fast up there in 92. And we had built him some special aluminum spindles. And these are all aluminum constructed, trying to take the unsprung weight out of the car, some things like that. But anyways, I can't remember if it was a heat race or if the feature or when it was. But anyways, at some point in time, the spindles ended up fatiguing, and that's what caused him to race that night. I don't know how many people knew that. But also during that time, they were building leaf spring cars, and leaf springs were the big, it wasn't 4-bar, it was leaf spring. Years ago, a lot of people got race cars, and they built them with square frame rails, and that was like the go-to. Square frame rails was the go-to material when you was building a race car, and a lot of people got them from Boyce. They sent him measurements or degrees that they wanted their frame rails bent on, and he bent them square frame rails and shipped them to him. That's what a lot of people built the frame rails out of at that time. When we was first dealing with Scott, it was one of the first times anybody had ever bent a round tube frame rail and built a race car out of a round tube frame rail. And we had a lot of sanctioning bodies and stuff. I remember it was a big deal at that time that we built Scott a round tube frame rail car. And a lot of our customers couldn't race them because sanctioning bodies said they were outlawed. Like you couldn't race a round frame rail car. And then when Scott come back to us later on, and we designed we didn't design it, but we helped him build the Black Magic, or the Team Zero cars, Black Magic, Black Sunshine, whatever the terminology you are want for that race car. We helped him design and build those cars when he first started building them. But during the time as we was building those cars, I remember it vividly because we would put the car up on the jig and work on it for like say over the weekend, and then we had to take the car off and move it into a back room at our shop to where the public that was coming into the Warrior race cars wasn't walking in and seeing what we was doing with Scott's cars. And then you'd pull it out and put it back on the jig and build some more the next time they were in there, and then you'd pull it back off. And I remember that first car, it took us probably 3 or 4 weeks to build. Before we get racing here, the one thing I want to say, Scott gave me some advice through the years as far as racing and driving and how to race a car and all that stuff. The best advice that he ever gave me one time was, you don't ever copy people. You don't ever see what they're doing and try to copy it. You see what they're doing and try to figure out why it works, and then figure out how it works for you and apply that to your own racing. That was probably some of the best advice that I ever got from Scott Bloomquist. But he was definitely a complicated man. And of course, everybody knows he had a lot of demons. I think the racing world is worse off without Scott Bloomquist being in it, because he was so sharp on a lot of things. And I think he could have helped a lot of people out even after his driving days were over with. I think he could have helped a lot of people out as a consultant or just an ambassador for dirt late model racing in general. And I think the world is worse off without him in it. Giving a tribute to Scott up at Eldora this weekend, and I thought what better way to give him a tribute than to go race at Eldora on the World of Outlaws dirt racing game. And that's what I done. I designed a car It's taken me a couple of weeks, to be honest with you, and this is a simple design. but it's taken me a couple of weeks to get to where I'm at with this design, and I love it. I'm going to with the silver car with the green. He had Miller Brothers coal on it, and I think I can't remember what Hawkeye Trucking maybe was on the rear quarter panel of this car. I could have probably spent some time and got those on there, but this is where I got to. I wanted to go with my own number, but I wanted to put a little flair of Scott in the car. So anyways, guys, this is my design and my tribute to Scott, and I will probably dishonorably him horribly when I go racing here in a minute, but let's go racing. All right, guys, here we are, right, qualified at Eldora. I probably should have spent some more time running some laps at this track. I haven't really raced at it since the game kind of first come out, you know, in 2022. And so, I mean, if we can get in the low, I'm going to say 13 nines, I'll be happy. I probably should have spent some more time with this thing. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Just had fun. Hey, at 13.8. I'll take that. All right, guys, it's heat race time. Second row inside. Look at that bad son buck. You don't believe how much time I took to design that on that car. All these people that do all these designs and stuff on these cars, like there's a Facebook group that is World of Outlaws, you know, designs on these cars. It's amazing some of the stuff they do, because I know it takes time, you know what I'm saying, to do all that stuff. All right, Brandon Shepard. I thought I was going to do a big damn drive under him kind of deal, but that didn't happen, did it? Some bitch. I know. If I could drive across the middle like that right there, pull right up on his ice. Ah, you son of a bitch. You know, I thought it'd be cool if World of Outlaws, which I don't know if they can because licensing and all the bullshit. But anyways, if they could come out with a tribute car on this game, or the game that's coming out to Scott Bloomquist, I think it'd be pretty cool. But I know there's a lot of licensing and crap behind that has to go into it. I think it'd still be cool to have that. Oh God, son of a bitch. You know what? Oh, I was, okay. I got you. Hey, Roe. We're only starting 47th. It's all right. We'll get it. We got this. We got this all day long. I think we ain't down. Oh, we're gonna do. Oh God, sorry, Chris Simpson. Oh, drove you right in the wall. Drove you right in the wall. Oh, here we go, Jimmy. Me and Jimmy gonna race here a little bit. Jimmy don't want none of this. Jimmy don't want none of this. Chris, we've already been through this, just so you know. Now, how are you up here so far, and I had to start back in 37th, and you're up in front of me, and I'm the one that put your ass in the wall. Hoffman? Really? Are you kidding me? All right, Hoffman. Scott's got to come off that bottom like Scott does. Son. Oh, shit. They're up there. Shirley. I know you done a tribute to old Scott for the weekend. Oh, God. Sorry. Come through on the old number 18. Hey, did y'all see the car they done for the tribute for Scott, the 018 car? I remember that car well, the one that they done with the 18 with the checker flags on it, but the one that I remember so much is the Wendy's car. Does anybody remember that car? The old Wendy's 18 maroon. It's maroon and white, I think. That's the one I remember. First time I ever seen him down at Eldora Speedway in Knoxville, Tennessee. Come in there with that car. Am I racing here, Red Leopard? Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. That's me. Got into you a little bit. Well, Scott ain't gonna be too happy with this bullshit, is he? Alright, we get top 10. Can we get a caution? How about that? If we get top 10, can we get a caution? Here's Simpson. Did I move right in the wall? Oh, God. Right first of the race. Should put on some different tires here. 2 laps to go. I ain't gonna catch these guys. I'm trying. Doing my best. One lap to go. I guess I'm the 11th place car here.